Now, I don't know about you guys, man, but I feel like the Gauntlet game mode has honestly been one of the best things that EA have added in FC 26. So for the Ultimate Screen promo, man, let's go ahead and check out the reward. It's none other than Benzema. Benzema is an 86 rated card. He has the controlled acceleration type, right footer with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, for you guys that don't know, the Gauntlet game mode, I mean, obviously you do have to win 3 games in a row with a different squad, but for the Ultimate Screen promo, they actually changed it to where you technically don't have to win a set of 3 matches. I'm pretty sure that there's 10 different objectives and you have to complete 8 out of the 10, man. So technically you don't even have to win 3 in a row. And I feel like a lot of people are actually going to like that change, man. Now with Benzema, he can play both the center attacking mid and striker positions. And looking at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, like a pretty balanced player apart from his defending, obviously. The physical side to his game does lack just a little bit, like he does have 80 pace and then also 79 physical. So if you do want to give him a chem style to improve on that a little bit more, I feel like that would be a really good idea. But the technical side is obviously where the card is going to excel, man. 86 shooting, 83 passing, and then also 85 dribbling. Now with Benzema, I feel like a lot of it is going to come down to like what position you want to play him in. As a center attacking mid, I feel like he can get the job done, but as a striker, I feel like that's going to be the best way to go ahead and use him. The 86 shooting is most likely going to be the standout stat, 90 attacking positioning, and then also 88 finishing with the low driven playstyle plus. So if you can get him in those more advanced positions, he should be a very clinical player. And then also, I feel like he's going to be able to create a couple chances as well. Now, when it comes to chemistry styles, boys, he can have both the controlled and then also the lengthy acceleration types. And I feel like making him lengthy would honestly give him like a little bit more of like an OP feel in game. So, I mean, the hot chemistry style would be a really nice option. With the hot chemistry style, boys, he is going to have 83 pace, 90 shooting, and then also 82 physical. So that's a really nice, well-rounded upgrade right there. But if you don't really mind him having the controlled acceleration type, I would personally go with the engine just to get a little bit more when it comes to like his passing and dribbling, especially if you do want to use him as a cam. Now, in terms of playstyles, boys, he does have 6 different playstyles. The low-driven playstyle plus, which is a great playstyle plus for him to have. And then he does also have finesse shot, game changer, incisive pass, first touch, and relentless. And this is something that I really like, man, because I feel like all the playstyles that he does have are really effective in game. The relentless is a little bit underrated. First touch, very good for a striker. And then if you do want to run him as a cam, man, incisive pass for like a little bit of chance creation, that's going to be a huge part to his game. So with the way that the card is set up, boys, and the player roles that he does have, I mean, he does have 2 player role plus pluses as a false 9 and then also as a classic 10. Now, for me personally, those aren't like the most popular of player roles to have, so I feel like that could have been a little bit better, but he does have 2 player role pluses, man, as a shadow striker and then also as an advanced forward. I feel like using him as an advanced forward or as a shadow striker is actually going to be your best bet, boys, because I feel like those player roles are a little bit better compared to the other 2. Now, as you guys know, today we did also get the Carrasco SBC, so if you guys did complete that SBC, I mean, Benzema is going to be a really good link. And alongside to getting Benzema, boys, from the Gauntlet rewards, you're also getting tons of packs and then also a couple more players. So let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good he really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using Karim the Dream. And I must say, man, I'm actually really excited to test him out. I feel like every year in FC, like, Benzema does get a very OP special card, man. So hopefully the Ultimate Scream is really good. Now, the plan is to go ahead and run him at the striker position as that advanced forward. And to be completely honest, boys, I just want to kind of get him like into really good areas and see how clinical he is. We did give him the hot chemistry style, so a lot better pace, shooting, and physicality. Now, it does seem like this guy's going to be quite aggressive, boys. Let's go ahead and test out his left stick dribbling a little bit. As you guys know with Benzema, like, not the craziest of dribbling stats, and he does have a bit of a larger build. But to be completely honest, boys, the left stick dribbling actually feels pretty good in game. Obviously not the smoothest of players on the ball, but I wouldn't say that he's like too clunky either. But yeah, man, let's even get off to a good start in game number 1. Now, we did signal Perez to make that run. He does have incisive pass. What a ball, boys, what a ball. I feel like at the striker position, you're also going to be able to, like, kind of create a lot with him. I hit the wrong button, boys. I hit the wrong button right there. That's my bad. All right, boys, now a little bit of patient build-up right here. We did signal Busquets to make that run. Now play through. That's great attacking positioning, boys. But do we have the pace? Lengthy acceleration type? It's not bad, boys. I didn't really expect him to pull out his goalkeeper right there. But the pace didn't seem to be too bad. Now, you could obviously give him a chem style for him to have, like, the controlled acceleration side, but I feel like with lengthy, he's going to have, like, a little bit more of, like, an OP feel to him. Now, we do have a corner in the 27th minute, man. Let's see if we can maybe try to get him in a good area. Charles. I'm actually going to drop it back. Now play to him. Low-driven finesse shot. What a finish, boys. What a finish, man. I really like how you compare, like, the low-driven playstyle with other, like, scoring playstyles, if that makes sense. Like, you can go for low-driven finesse shots. You can go for, like, low-driven Travellas. I feel like that's really OP. Hendrick, let's go outside the foot, man. This guy does have Van de Ven and Van Dijk. It's not bad, boys. Maybe could have shown a little bit more physicality, but the sprint speed, again, not too bad. Now, right here, man, I'm going to try to maybe overload the left-hand side. We did signal our fullback to make that run. Benzema play through. Again, man, incisive pass for a striker is honestly a little bit underrated. Benzema, heel chop, keeping it close. Lovely turn. Finesse shot. I thought he was going to hit that with his left foot, man. I tried to go ball roll and then into a finesse shot, but the ball roll didn't register. Now, this guy did make a couple substitutions, boys. Let's see if we can maybe try to get our fullback a little bit further forward. Benzema play through. What a ball, man. His passing has actually been kind of crazy, boys. Cut that back. Finesse shot. We'll take a lucky rebound, boys. I don't know, man. It's not the prettiest of goals, but that pass to Mendy was great. Chouameni, play it. Nice. Through the middle. Benzema. Yep. Great attacking positioning again. Do we have the pace to get away from Balde, though? Low driven. 4-star weak foot. There it is, boys. Low driven playstyle plus is honestly so OP. I will say, man, if you can get him into really good positions, like, he is going to score a lot of goals for you. Like, he is a very clinical player. Benzema again. Low driven. A little bit further out. I could have maybe taken that in a little bit closer. Now, if we can get one more goal in this game, boys, we should be good. Benzema, nice. Play it. Heel teal. Yeah, this guy is tracking back with the CDM quite a bit. Carrasco. Benzema, heel teal. Good close control. Back onto his left foot. Low driven. What a finish, boys. The dribbling right there in the box was actually very, very good. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, he's not like a Claudia Pina or maybe like a Pulisic players like that. But if you don't mind using strikers with like a larger build-in game, I feel like he's going to be such a good option for you. Could maybe try to get Carrasco in behind. Play through. What a ball, man. What a ball from Benzema. Reverse it back. One more. Benzema. Let's go low driven. What a finish, boys. What a finish that is. The one thing that I really like in that play is kind of like how we linked up the play and then we still got on the end of a chance to score a goal. That's exactly what we want from him. All right, boys, straight into game number 2 we go, and so far so good. I think that is safe to say. If you do have the time to go ahead and grind the objectives, he's a very good player to go ahead and pick up. And I also feel like if you don't mind really using players that do have a larger build, like, he is going to be a very effective player. Like, look at the dribbling right there, boys. I don't even know how we got that in between the 3 defenders, but his dribbling has been really good. But yeah, man, let's see if we can get off to a good start in game number 2. I'm pretty sure that this guy's playing 4-2-1-3, a pretty high line. Benzema play through. What a ball, man. Again, I feel like going forward, he can do everything pretty well. Drop it back. Finesse shot. What a finish, boys. What a finish. Karim, the Dream Benzema. What a player. And Drake, let's just play this through. Fake shot. I feel like doing like a fake shot first time or like the heel teal first time is really underrated. Heel teal. He did cut that off, boys. He did cut off the angle, but we still did pretty well to get our shot off. Perez. Now, we could play it out wider. We can just force it to Benzema. I'm going to force it to Benzema. Great ball. Low driven. What a finish, boys. I'm not too sure if he moved his goalkeeper right there to the near post, but it's an incredible finish, boys. Again, there is a lot of variety with like the way that you can score goals with him. Like, you can go low driven, you can go finesse shot, you can go with a Trivela. All that works really well. R3 touch. It's worked out as a pass, boys, that R3 touch. We'll take it, man. That's another great play. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Benzema special card in a few games of FUT Champions. And I will say, if you do have the time to go ahead and complete the gauntlet, I mean, he's a very good player to go ahead and pick up. Keep in mind, boys, there are 10 different objectives, but you do only have to complete 8 out of the 10, man. So you don't even have to win 3 games in a row, which is a huge W. But with Benzema, man, I feel like he's a very complete striker. Like, going forward, he can create a lot of chances, which honestly isn't even too important, but the goal scoring ability is honestly top tier. With the 4-star weak foot, the low driven playstyle plus, and then also the hot chemistry style, I mean, he's honestly one of the most clinical players that I've used all year. And then on top of that, he does also have the finesse shot and then also the game changer playstyle. So there is a lot of variety with the way that you can like create angles and score goals with him, which is honestly going to give your opponent a lot to think about. If you do want to run him as a center attacking mid, I feel like if you run him as a shadow striker, you can still play him in that position. But up top, man, I feel like that's where he excels the most. As you guys saw in some of those highlights, the passing with the incisive pass playstyle was very good, and then his dribbling wasn't too bad either, especially with someone that does have a larger build. Now, don't get me wrong, boys, he doesn't move like a Claudia Pina, he doesn't move like a Christian Pulisic, Dumernay players like that, but he can still get the job done. And I do want to go ahead and mention, boys, that with the hot chemistry style, he does get the lengthy acceleration type, and I feel like that's really important. It kind of gives him like a more OP feeling game. The only real letdown that I did notice with Benzema is maybe the fact that like the physical side to his game could be a little bit better, and he could also use maybe like an extra play style, but that's just us being like really picky. By completing the gauntlet objectives, man, you're also getting tons of packs and then also another ultimate screen player. So, I mean, in general, it's a huge W in my opinion. Now, if you do prefer kind of like your smaller, more agile type of players that are like really good on the ball, that the left stick dribbling is absolutely insane, then Benzema might be a little bit more difficult for you to go ahead and use. But nevertheless, man, I feel like going forward, he can do everything pretty well. On the tier list, I would easily put him on A tier category. It might be a little bit more difficult to get him on full chemistry because he is in the Saudi league, but if you did complete like one of the end of an era SBCs, if you did maybe complete Carrasco, it shouldn't be too difficult. And yeah, man, for completely free, I think that it's a huge W. If you do have the time to go ahead and complete the objective, I would highly recommend them. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing as we are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.